What's good, YouTube? It's me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, Lions Den Boston community. Shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. In this particular video, I'm going to give my pregame analysis for the Alabama A&M versus Southern University game that's getting ready to kick off shortly. I'm getting ready to head to A.W. Mumford Stadium, Pete Richardson Field. But before I do that, I'm going to give my pregame analysis for this particular game. But before I get into the video, last night, my brother, Jared O'Loveland Green, and I, on his channel, we had a Friday night session of the Southern Baller Show where we pretty much gave a pregame analysis for every game in the SWAC. So we gave our picks and our predictions for each game. So check that out. Tomorrow we're going to give a post-game analysis for all of those same games. Tomorrow on the Southern Baller Show, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But getting into the video, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to really get too much into X's and O's. But one thing I'm going to make abundantly clear, that if Coach Eric Dooley wants to keep his job, Southern University must win. From this point forward, every game is a must-win game. At this point, it's apparent and it's obvious the handwriting is on the wall. Jaguar Nation want him out. Is the head football coach. Everybody I talked to, they all want him out. In addition to that, they not only want him out, they want Southern University athletic director and former head basketball coach, Coach Roma Banks. They want him out as the athletic director. And not for this last one, it's not so much a consensus, but many individuals want Hal Blood to no longer be the starting quarterback for Southern University. And if he's still a starting quarterback, they want pretty much there to be an open competition and multiple quarterbacks to play. I've kind of been a proponent of that for a while now. But in terms of the game, Southern needs to thoroughly, impressively, and convincingly beat Alabama A&M. It needs to be a blowout type of win. Southern University needs to do that this evening. And in addition to that, the following game, they need to do that against Arkansas Pine Bluff. If Coach Dooley wants to keep his job, which at this point, that's not going to happen. As much of an optimist as I am, and I like to see the glass being half full as opposed to half empty, at this point, it's kind of obvious, and I think the next loss Coach Dooley has, more than likely he'll be out, and one of the assistant coaches will probably get the interim title in terms of being the interim head coach for now. But just for the time being, they need to impressively beat Alabama A&M and Arkansas Pine Bluff. And in a few weeks, FAMU comes to A.W. Mumford Stadium. I think that'll kind of be the nail in the coffin. But they have to win that game also. If he wants to keep his job, essentially Southern has to run the table, win the rest of the way, win the SWAC championship, and maybe even win the Celebration Bowl. Like, it's that serious, it's that critical. Fans want him out. Jaguar Nation, like I said last night on the Southern Baller Show, we have high expectations for our teams and our coaches. And we pitch excellence in Jaguar Nation, and we want the product on the field to reflect that. And just to be truthful, Coach Dooley hasn't been getting the job done. He's supposed to be an offensive guru the last couple of years. This year and last year, the offense has struggled. Now, from a Harold Blood perspective, he didn't play too good week 1 against Alabama State. Last week against Jackson State, he played much better. But from a turnover ratio perspective, he's still turning the ball over more than he's throwing touchdowns. Last week he had 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble. Same thing the previous week. So from an efficiency standpoint, he's not efficient enough. And I understand that he doesn't have the running game that they had last year, but at the same token, he has a lot of weapons. He has August Petrie III. He has Cassius Allen. He has Jalen Campbell. He has Jalen Howard. He has Quarles, both from a running back and a receiver standpoint. So, he has a lot of weapons. There's no excuse. And I left out Kendrick Grimes also. So he has a lot of weapons. There's no reason for him to be struggling as much as he is. Don't get me wrong. He's making good plays. But the problem is, in the most critical and key moments, he's making bad plays and bad decisions. So his bad plays and bad decisions is outweighing his good play and his good decisions. So that's not a winning formula. You know, I've kind of been a proponent of not only letting him play, but letting Noah Barton and Dylan Monroe to play. Now, the word on the curb is, you know, that Zay Tessett, you know, former Scotlandville high starting quarterback, and Jalen Woods, they both incoming freshmen. From a talent standpoint, that the two of them are like by far and away the best quarterbacks they have on the roster. And between the four people I talked to, two said Zay Tessett is by far the better option. The other two say Jalen Woods is by far the better option. So it's split in terms of which one of those two freshmen is more talented. But from what I'm hearing, those two gives Southern the best option to win at this point. Whereas, you know, other people, I mean, it's obvious Coach Dooley feels since he's a veteran quarterback, he's been there a while. After this year, he has one more year eligibility left. I think in his mind, he feels Harold Blood gives him the best chance to win. But the problem with Coach Dooley is based on what he did last year with the whole Glenn Bubba McDaniels and Bashawn McCray situation. Fans does not trust his judgment because essentially he let his personal relationship with Bashawn and Benny McCray and their family cloud his better judgment. And as a result, Southern, you know, they didn't win the SWAC championship. Essentially, he didn't give his team the best chance to win the SWAC championship game against Jackson State. So, you know, it kind of remains to be seen what's going to happen today. I'm going to be truthful. The way Southern has been playing, I wouldn't be shocked if Alabama ended and pull an upset. And if that happens, there's no question about it. Coach Dooley won't see the next game against Arkansas Pine Bluff. So for Coach Dooley's sake, he needs to win out. He needs to win the SWAC championship just to keep his job. And as much of an optimist as I am, I'm going to be truthful. That's highly unlikely. I don't see that happening. I think there's still time for him to turn it around, but I don't see it. The Barbarians are at the gate. The fans want him out. And more than likely, that's going to happen. So that's it for this video. If you saw any value in this video, like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Also, click the notification bell so you can be alerted anytime I post any new videos. You can also follow me on all the other social media platforms. TikTok, of course, here on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. That's it for this video. Getting ready to head to A.W. Mumford Stadium. Hopefully, y'all have a blessed and phenomenal evening. I'll give my post-game reaction maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Who knows? But we're looking out for that. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all have a blessed and phenomenal weekend. Peace and blessings.